Hey, let's go ahead and get started with a love reading. I chose a different deck today, so we are going to see what messages start to flow. Spirit, please show me what is the most important messages the collective needs to hear about their love life right now. Okay, whoa, we got a few cards out. So we've got long haul. Your love interest may be in for the long haul and willing to go through it all with you. Enjoy the journey. It's what we're all hoping for, right? Abstinence, having a dry spell or sex drought can be frustrating, but it doesn't have to be. Take this time to love yourself first. Okay? Listen, when we come into a new relationship, this is first what I'm getting. If you really want this relationship to go the long haul, then abstinence is the key to that. If we meet somebody and we just automatically jump into bed with this person, we don't leave anything to the imagination. Like there's nothing to work towards. You know, you already gave up all the goods. And maybe for some of you, that's a pattern in your life in order to try to keep somebody in your life. How's that working out? So look at this one, you guys. We got slow and steady. It says, slow and steady wins the race. Progress may be slow, but it will turn out to be beneficial than to make hasty decisions. Yeah, slow and steady wins the race. We're not in a race. Okay? So when you meet somebody, yeah, if you want marriage, you're not marriage material when you just jump right into the sack with the person and they don't actually have to do anything, for any of it. And it's almost like we need to go back to the old traditional ways. I see that here with the old little slug bug. What is that? How old is that little beetle? So I'm like, if you really want marriage, then you're going to have to learn to do new ways of being in a relationship. Yeah, in the past, you've always been in codependent relationships, and they very well could have been sexual, and you were with people who just wanted to play the field. Okay? That's the past. That's the past. You want marriage? You want marriage? Slow the fuck down. You don't got to jump into bed with anybody. If this person doesn't understand that, then you know that all they want is the goods and they're not going to take it any further. Okay? It's very few and far between that relationships where, because, if it's the right person, it usually starts off as a friendship. If it's the right person, you're not going to have all these, butterflies and oh my god, are they gonna call me? Oh my god, do they like me? You're gonna know. This person's gonna want to make plans with you every chance they get. Okay? They're going to want to court you. They're going to want to talk about the future. There's somebody who's going to want to commit. That's not like a scary subject. And I think for some of you, that could also be boring to you. Because, when you're so used to, and that's where you need to do some healing work, is because when somebody isn't just pining over you and it's not going quick enough and you're thinking that they're not interested, so you create drama. Spirit, please show me. All right, moment. Yeah, just enjoy the moments that the two of you guys share with one another. Think of a special moment that brought you joy, that could bring you joy with your partner. Think about those moments, where you're sitting out, out in the middle of nowhere, just the two of you, and you're hanging out in your car and you're just looking out the window, enjoying the air blowing on your face, some light conversation about, or even just conversation about, where do we see the future? Those types of things. Because you're going to know if this is your person on whether or not they have the same hopes, wishes, and dreams as you. So it's like, sharing all of those moments and not trying to just get it straight to the altar, Yeah, enjoy the connection. The connection, Your connection is eternal and unbreakable. So that means that you don't have to go right to bed with this person. Because in the past, when you have done that, it left you feeling depleted. It left you feeling used. It left you feeling like it was fun in the moment, but afterwards, how did it make you feel? Especially when you were in the wrong connection. This one is going to be the right connection. The connection that is right for you. And what do we got here? Confusion. All seekers of truth experience confusion. Ask the divine to provide the answers that you need. And that shows up, maybe because this person is old-fashioned. They're not just going, jumping into bed. They're not like, they're taking things slow. They're wanting to meet up and just really enjoy the time. But then there's this also, maybe for one or the both of you, this intense connection. And somebody here is like, the intensity of a true soul connection includes great highs and great lows. Someone here feels a very intense connection towards somebody. I feel like, they see this as someone that they could marry. Or for some of you, you don't even know who this person is. And when you meet this person, it's going to be an intense connection. It's almost like we've been married before. But that's where the boringness comes in. And because your soul is so used to chaos in old relationships, right? Because you were always fighting for your place, wondering where your place was. When are we going to, that all of a sudden you're confused because somebody actually does want it, but they just want calm. And so that can be like, oh God, this is too intense. Oh my God, I can't handle this. And it's because you're creating the chaos. And then that's when you try to come in and, use your sexuality to get this moving along. But Spirit's really telling you to just kind of chill out. Chill out, dude. All right, so healing family issues, your love life benefits as you forgive your parents. This could have something to do with your parents, separating for some of you when you were younger. Or even if they didn't separate, it could be like one of them just, you always have those relationships where one person is in love with the other person more than the other. You could have grown up with that. Very soon, clearly decide what you want so that it can come to you now. For some of you, you're just, okay, guys, come on, man. For some of you, you're just wanting to be in a relationship so you can get laid. I'm going to be honest with you. I'm totally seeing this. It's like just because you're very sexually driven. I'm really getting a lot of sexual energy in all of this. And yeah, when we are, one with our partner, it's a beautiful feeling. But are you so desperate that you'll just take anyone and marry him just so you can get laid, even if it's a weird, intense connection where, it still has a lot of mommy daddy issues, wrapped around it? I personally, I would work through that. Okay. Honestly, you need to work through that if you really want a serious connection. And that way you're not back in this situation in a few months watching these readings again and trying to catch up, right? Work on becoming a person that you don't need tarot card readings to, help guide you through your relationships. It just comes naturally. All right. Yeah, see? Attraction. You attract romantic love by enjoying this moment fully. Enjoying the time that you have while you're single. Bottom of the deck, yeah, separation. Separation, time apart. And that shows up under marriage, intense, and separation. You know, you're in separation, and the reason why you're not married is because of the intensity where it's like you go full fledged into a fucking relationship. You just go running in. You're like a wrecking fucking ball. And Spirit's like, slow down. If there's confusion, it's like you're the one creating the confusion. And if somebody in your life is creating confusion on you, then they have some healing work that needs to be done. And maybe it's time that you separate from them for a minute. Okay. I got another storyline here. So that's storyline number one. This may not resonate with anyone, but it very well could. This is definitely a two-part. Maybe I should start another video. I'm going to leave that here. If you want to, click over to the next video. I'm going to make a part two on this because there's another storyline that I am getting right now too, okay? You guys, I love you all so much. If you don't follow or check out the next one I put out, this is where I see you. I'll see you on maybe the next one after that. Otherwise, check me out on Facebook, Instagram, and Rumble under the Footsteps to Peace. You guys, I love you all so much, and we'll chat again soon. Take care.